Y'all come on in here. Come on in here, y'all. Y'all come on in here. Holla at your boy. Bud, what's going on? Latila, hey. How you doing? Ralph, what it do, bro? I gotta get some stuff off my chest. Shakan, what's going on? Hey y'all, I'm just be real. Y'all know I gotta keep it real. I'm waiting for some more people get in here. But y'all know when I come over here, I come with the smoke. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Camo Joe. Oh yeah, I got a new video I just posted today too. Y'all check it out. Camo Joe, what it do, bro? Your jigs are in the mail and on the way. I think I mailed them out Friday. So they on the way. I sure appreciate it. Camo Joe, I appreciate it, bro. Paul Beasley, Bubba, what's going on, y'all? Hey man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all don't want to hear no trash talking, y'all gonna have to leave. I got some trash talking to do today, cause I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. Oh yeah, Camo Joe, I be getting to it, bro. I be getting to it. But I got some trash to talk today. And then y'all know what it's about. But it got to be said. Because I don't like it. So I gotta speak my mind. Y'all know what's coming. Sean Green, what's going on? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm gonna talk me some trash today. Folks gonna be in their feelings, but they'll be okay. Oh, Bud Crisco, the smoke coming. The smoke definitely coming. The smoke is definitely coming today. I'm just be honest with y'all. The smoke is coming today. I don't like how this is gonna play out. So I'm gonna go and put this smoke out there, and I'm gonna leave it alone. So smoke coming today. Y'all know when I get on live, I'm bringing some smoke from somewhere. Miss Christie, good evening. I sure appreciate it. I sure appreciate it. Look, where my 4 lighters at? I need to get my 4 lighters at. I got one right here. I got them scattered out. Matter of fact, well, I got a bag of lighters somewhere. Because I'm bringing the smoke today. I'm bringing the smoke, y'all. I don't know what I did with them lighters. I got them somewhere around here. But I'm bringing the smoke. Look, it's going to be so much smoke I'm finna bring. You're going to have to get the Febreze out. They're going to have to get the Febreze out, y'all. Because I'm finna bring some smoke. Because I don't like it. Y'all can tell who y'all want to tell. I don't care. I don't like how this playing out. And I'm just going to keep it real. Don't get in y'all feelings. I'm already in my feelings. So when I let this smoke out, don't get in your feelings. Because it's the truth. So as y'all know, we ain't got but 11 people. But hey man, y'all make sure y'all give me the thumbs up. I'm gonna let it be said. Tim Williams, I'm finna let it out. Camo Joe, you know I'm gonna give my opinion. Terry Bostic, what it do, Teddy P? Hey, check it out, y'all. This is what I don't like. And if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. And we've been calling out a certain some people for close to a year now. They've been dipping, dodging, trying to find a way to get out of it. So I came up with the conclusion, and I could be wrong. I came up with the conclusion that they just don't want the smoke, but I ain't man enough to see it. That's what I think. I mean, I ain't finna beg nobody to fish against us. Like, nah. Cornell, that's the fact. Like, if you don't want it, just say, man, like, nah, man, I don't want it. Ty Watkins, I sure appreciate Ty Watkins. Said from the East Texas area, I have a hand-tied jig business as well, real-time jig. I show, hey brother, y'all check out the real-time jigs, man. I appreciate you being a fan, bro. Real talk. It's a certain man. Look, I'm like this. If you don't want the smoke, it's okay to tell yo how many subscribers you got. It's okay just to say it like, hey man, we don't want the smoke right now. That's fine. But this ducking and dodging thing done irritated me, y'all. It done irritated me. Like I said, you can put me in American Crappie Trails. You can put me in Crappie Masters. I don't care. I'll compete against anybody. I ain't scared. I got a little bit over 1,500 subscribers. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe because I only have a little bit of subscribers, he don't want to be embarrassed by all his subscribers. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I love fishing. Before I was on YouTube, I was fishing Lake Houston tournaments. Ask SK, ask Lamar, ask Bluegill, Donnell, LBG. Ask them. Like we competitive. Like we've been competing against each other since we known each other. I'm gonna tell y'all, my first crappie tournament. You know where I was in a kayak fishing my first crappie tournament because that's what I love to do. I love to compete and catch crappie. But if you're scared, just say you're scared. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna figure this thing out. So it ain't gonna happen in October. Probably ain't gonna happen in November. It ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be 2021. By that time, we ain't gonna want to do it. That's basically what it is. I mean, it's been a whole year. So this thing started, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I wish Donnell was on here. Because Donnell was the one that hit him up. I think it had to be last year. Or it had to be January of this year. I think it was last year. It had to be last year. About, hey man, let's do this tournament against each other. DFW versus Houston. And the talks that went on, and it's a year later. The talk's still going. So my opinion is, if talk go on for a year, and you got one side that's ready, and one side that's not, well, y'all know Halloween coming up. So them scary removals gonna be on TV. I guess when he see us fishing on these lakes on YouTube, it's a scary movie. I don't know. And like I said, it's a friend. To me, I really believe, and I could be wrong about this also, I really believe that when you crappie fishing in a tournament, it's 50% skill and 50% just pure luck. You know, you roll up on the right brush pile, or you roll up on the right area of water. That's just my opinion. I think fishing period is 50% skill, 50% luck. Hitting that right area at the right time with the right color or the right bait, whatever, you know. I could be wrong. Ty Walker said, if you ever want to have a friendly competition, come to East Texas, get with your boy, and we can swap some jigs too. Man, I'm down with it. That might be what I end up doing, Ty Watkins. Real talk, like seriously. Coming out to East Texas, we do a little tournament or whatever, compete against each other, put it on YouTube, swap some jigs. You know what I'm saying? Probably, LOL. Talking about those, man, hey, look. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It's only one group of people that we've been calling out for a year. Yeah, Camo Joe said, I seen you in the SK's video at the weigh-in. Yeah, man, we've been fishing against each other for a long time. I mean, you know, not a long time, but about 3 years, you know. So to me, that's a long time because we fish every weekend almost. Latila, what you laughing at? Charles Brown, what's going on, brother? Said the Fault said, what's up, fam? Hey, I hit you in your Gmail with some questions. Good show, bro. I definitely check that out, man. I definitely check it out for sure. William C. I emailed you back. If I'm not mistaken, William C. I think I emailed you back. Check your emails. I think I emailed you back earlier today. Ralph, I'm just being honest. But Crisco said, no doubt, they don't want the smoke. That's what it is. They don't want the smoke. Just say it, though. I'm man enough to say, like, hey, man, I done bit off more than I can chew. I don't want it. It's okay. I'm fine with it. I'll just walk away from it. But you know what it is, with a lot of us, our pride get in the way. So our pride won't let us say, I don't want the smoke. We'll just sit there and just string along. But I don't want to get strung along no more. So I give up on it. So my question to y'all is, if there are any DFW guys that ain't scared, any DFW guys that ain't scared to go to Limestone and haven't fished Lake Limestone, and want to do a friendly competition, man, let us know. Sean Dixon, double salute all the way from Alaska. I got to give you a double salute. You way up there. Hope everything good up there. William C. said Lake Palestine, East Texas. Texas East Side. Look at Ty Walker said, I already. When you want the smoke, bring it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just some friendly competition. That's all I asked. That's all those Houston boys were asking for, a friendly competition. Tim Williams said, is crappie fishing tournament won by weight or total numbers of fish? Tim Williams is won by 7 fish. Your biggest 7 fish. So it's won by weight. 7 fish. I mean, if you catch 7, it's the total weight of your 7 fish. Latila said, leave them folks alone. They scared. They don't want to smoke. I know that's what it is. But I can't be just over until they just see it. We don't want to do it. If they can just say, man, we don't want to do it, I'm going to leave it alone. Just say, we don't want to do it. Because when you say we don't want to do it, that means you don't want the smoke. That's all it is. Cornell Harper said, not wrong with a friendly tournament, nothing to lose. See, I think what it is pride. Some people is very prideful. I'm a very prideful person myself, I'm going to be honest with you. But when it comes to like crappie fishing, something I love, I don't mind losing. Like I don't. I never won first place in the Lake Houston tournament. I came in second, came in third, but I've never won one before. And that didn't stop me from going to those tournaments when we had them. And we had them twice a month. So that's twice a month. I was going to these tournaments, never won first place, and never stopped going until they just stopped doing the tournament. So I don't get it. But what I really honestly think is he don't want to let the subscribers down to see him lose. I could be wrong, but I think that's the facts. Colas Anderson, what's going on, brother? Sean Green said, yeah, have some fun. We want to see. That's all I want to do, have some fun, just because I know it's a lot of people out there that wanted to see it. And I'm sure it would have been people that showed up. I think it would have been fun to do. So I can get with my guys to see. I call or text XK, LBG, and Lamar, see if they cool with finding a different 4 from DFW, and we go fish Lake Limestone. And see, I think that will open up a lot of more things that I have in store that we've been talking about, me, SK, Lamar, Ralph. We've been talking about some different stuff anyway. So I think that would be a good way to open up the door for doing like different little tournaments that we want to do and stuff. So, Carlos Anderson, I'm from Dallas. They don't want it. We wish. Hold on, guys. He even called me off go over there. He said, I'm from Dallas. They don't want it. Why are we still talking about this still? Because, man, I want them to say that they don't want the smoke. It's been a whole year. But look, after this post right here, after this live, I'm going to leave it alone because I already know what it is. So after this live, we ain't talking about them no more. We trying to find another 4 in the DFW area that want to go to Limestone, that haven't fished Limestone, that want to do a 4-on-4 competition. Probably they have all the high dollar electronics and scared to fish. That's what I'm saying. Look, I don't got no live scope. I got a Helix 7 on the front of my boat. I got a Mega Helix 7 down imaging, and I got a Helix 10 on my console. That's all I got. Nothing special. SK, he ain't got no live scope. All he got are 2 Humminbirds. The only person that do have live scope is Lamar. And he ain't scared. That's the thing. Like, we ain't scared, so I don't know. What's your favorite color? Fall, October, and start of fall. Man, my favorite color so far, I've been doing a few guide trips. I got one this weekend also. So a few guide trips. I've been going with my gray. My gray has been showing out. Gray and a pearl white. Like a pearl white color and gray. I caught a few on pink and black last weekend, but majority of the fish I caught. I had a guy with me two of my homeboys. They did a guide with me last weekend. We caught 42, but we probably threw back about 50. So I mean, we caught a lot of crappie. We had 42 keepers, and we probably caught 80-90% of them on either a pearl color or a all gray. Caught only a couple on pink and black. So last fall, pink and black with a sharp head was my color fall and winter. So I don't know if it's going to change this winter because the last 2 falls and winters on this lake, on my favorite lake, it's been the same color, pink and black. But right now they don't want the pink and black. The water temp that went down to like 72 degrees. I mean, it's perfect, but they don't want pink and black. They want that gray or a pearl color. So I'm thinking they still sticking to a shad color right now. But that water clarity is pretty, it ain't clear at all, but it's green. So if you ever been to Somerville, it's the same color as Somerville water. It's like green year round. So green water, gray jig or a pearl jig. SK was out there. I don't know if he shot a video. Me and SK was out there about 2 weeks ago together. But we was on separate boats, but he met me out there. And he was telling me they were hitting the all pink. So maybe an all pink jig. I might try that this weekend with the guys that's gonna go with me with this guy service. I might not catch nothing, but it would be fun. That's all about, man. It's having fun. Just because I know, people probably will show up. I know people definitely watch it on YouTube. So I mean, it was all fun, friendly competition. But I don't know. It's a done deal. I'm over it. So I'm just trying to find 4 people, man. Tim Williams said, "Who we talking about? Out those Bama's on blast. Them boys in DFW. Which lakes in Mississippi are the most familiar with?" I was born and raised up on the Ross Barnett Reservoir, right outside of Jackson, Mississippi. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. So I was born and raised on the Ross Barnett Reservoir. But we have a lot of private lakes in Mississippi. So I fished a lot of private lakes growing up, a lot of private lakes that have... If I could have had a YouTube channel or a camera back then when I was growing up, man, I'd be famous by now. I'd be like the next Roland Martin, Bill Dance, Jimmy Houston all in one. Because I've caught some crazy, humongous bluegills, humongous bass, humongous crappie in these private lakes in Mississippi, man. These private lakes in Mississippi are unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, so I don't know. He's probably the fishing king is the guilty party who got Kenny wanting this tournament. Yeah, man, cause it's been a year. It's been a whole year we've been calling them out. So it's been a whole year. I give up on it. They don't want the smoke. Jeff won't see it, and I'm fine with it. And I'm sure he'll see this video and be like, "Oh, I want the smoke," but he really don't. Don't let him lie to you. But it's all good though. So I mean, friendly competition, y'all. If y'all know any 4 people in the DFW that has not fished Lake Limestone, holler at me. Holler at me, holler at SK, LBG, or holler at Lamar. All 4 of us on YouTube. So you can hit any of us up on YouTube and say like, "Hey, we want the smoke. We represent DFW. We want the smoke." Y'all might go out there and beat us bad. And that ain't even a thing though. Like, we just want to do it because we're competitors of crappie fishing. Like, I'm gonna tell you, me, Lamar, Donnell, and Z, we used to compete against each other at the lake all the time. Like, we bet money and compete. Like, hey, we're gonna show up at this time in the morning. We're gonna fish to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. We're gonna do a weigh-in. Like, we do a regular tournament with just each other. You know what I'm saying? Just because we just like to compete against each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about, like I said, it's 50% skill, 50% luck. You find the right spot, you drop the right bait down there, and boom, you got your 7 big fish that can't nobody touch. And then you also might have the big fish of the day. So you never know. Yeah, I think that's fun. To me, that's fun. To me, I love going to the lake, competing against friends or some buddies. Like, that I enjoy. Like, I enjoy crappie fishing anyway. But it's something about that pressure, putting that a little bit more pressure on you, knowing you got to catch your biggest 7 you can catch that day. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of the time when you have that pressure on you, you kind of switch up what you normally do. If I normally go to a lake, I might sit on a brush pile. Some of the brush piles I put out there, they produce a lot of crappie. So I might sit on a brush pile for about an hour. Compared to if a competition, I might sit on that same brush pile 30 minutes, the little one start biting, I might scat off and go to another brush pile. But me, you know, especially like me doing this guide service, you know, I put some guys on the tree, and it's about catching fish, but it's about catching keepers. But I think it's more about catching fish. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out there bored like, man, we done caught 5 fish. we bored. Like I can put you on some trees that all of them might not be keeper, but we gonna I would probably say 75% of the day catch fish. So it's different strategies, but it's something about that pressure. To me, guide service is pressuring too, though, because I don't want to let nobody down if I'm on the boat. Like I'm the type of guy to where if we don't catch enough fish to your liking, I got a freezer full. You can have some that's already filleted and froze, And I've done that before. I've done it before with my homeboy. I took them out on the guys service. We went to Lake Houston and it was muddy and we didn't catch a lot. I'm like, man, y'all want some fish? They're like, yeah. I go right in the freezer, give you a couple bags of fillets. That's probably about 75 fillets. Everybody happy. We didn't catch a lot of fish, but everybody went home with fish at the end of the day. Like that's what I believe in my guide service. Like I want to make sure that the customer is satisfied, and that's just how I am, though. That's just how I am personally. Before the guide service, you know what I'm saying? Like anything I do, I want to make sure that they are pleased. Like if I got to go do some work for somebody, I want them to know, like, okay, man, this is a good job. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what y'all talking about. Tim Williams said, not fishing Ken. Got that lighter for that smoke. Kenny said he want the smoke, and now he don't want it. Yeah, man, I'm over it. Paul Billy said, what date are y'all shooting for on Limestone? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We trying to get 4 people against each other so we can set up a date. Sooner than later. Set up a date and we can get it in. Carlos answer pressure bust pipes every time. Every time. Ronnie Harris said, good evening. Thank you for your service. What is the price on your hand-tied jigs? Right now I'm doing 25 for $30. I do a variety pack, 25 for $30. Even if you want some custom colors, as long as it ain't 50,000 crazy colors, it's the same price. You can do a variety pack for $30, or you can get you a custom 25 colors of your liking for $30. Same price. Cedric Grady, double salute. What it do, bro? Fly guys in the building. Fly guys. Y'all got 4 people that want to fish. Limestone. Cedric Grady, holler at me. Holler at me, brother. Real talk. Real talk. I know y'all ain't scared, so real talk. Holler at me. William C said all the training helps you with a great guide. So, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Like I said, I tried to make sure that the customer is happy, overwhelmed, like, man, I expected to catch fish. It's not like that all the time, though. It's not like that. You can go and catch fish 6 days out the week, catch a limit 6 days out the week, and the 7th day, you might get 5 fish. But it's fall time. I kind of know on the certain lakes I go to, the transition of the crappie right now. So far, so good. So far, so good. Cedric Grady, that's 100 already. Camo Joe said, way more pressure when someone pays you to put them on the fish. It is a lot of pressure. It is, man. It is. Like I said, I don't want to let nobody down. I want everybody to, if you get on my boat, regardless, like even if we out there just friendly fishing and there's not a guide service, if you on the boat with me, we gonna laugh. Y'all know we talking some trash. So we're gonna talk some trash. We're gonna laugh. We had a good time. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I had a couple people on my boat, man, and they had a blast. They drink. They had brung they drink of choice. I had my little Bluetooth speaker. Like, we had a whole party out there on the boat, man. I wish I would have recorded it. But now y'all would have been like, man, they turned up. Like, they forgot about fishing. They straight turned up on 1,000. Like, it's like, that's just who I am. Like, if you want to sit there and be quiet, because I love to sit there and be quiet and enjoy the scenery and fish. But if you want to turn some music on, you want to throw you a couple back, or whatever you want to do, pop bottles, and you want to turn up, man, let's do it then. I want you to enjoy yourself. If you're on the boat with me, I want you to enjoy yourself. That's just straight like that. That's just who I am. Like I said, that's all. I want everybody to have a good time. Said Grace, don't make me call D Crappie again, man. You might have to. You might have to. Like I said, if you can get 4 Cedric Grady, call me. We can set up a date. I'll call my peoples. You have your 4 people, and we can set up a date, man, and get this thing popping. Ronnie Harris said, thank you. Sleep at the Real, what it do? What it do? Double salute to my veteran brother. What's going on? Cedric Grace, I see you back at it. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Shotgun Rice said, how much would you charge coming to Somerville with that guy? Sir, man, same price. Same price. You got to hit me up in the email. I can guarantee you this. If you go to one of these lakes and you get a guide service, I guarantee you I'll be cheaper than them. And I don't want to jinx myself, but 50%, 60%, 70% of the time, I'm gonna catch more fish than them too. We gonna catch more fish than them. So, it's a lot of, I'm gonna be honest, like it's a lot of guide service out here, man. They just care about the money. They just care about the money. That's it. Like, that's not what I'm about. I love crappie fishing too much to worry about the money. Yeah, the money is a plus. But my thing to make my day is to make sure the person's on my boat that spent their hard-earned money, enjoy their trip. Catch them some fish and have a good time. And relax. I want them to go back home and be like, man, I had a good time. Even if they don't even come back no more. I want them to be like, man, I had a good time, man. We talked some noise. We caught some fish. We maybe had a drink or two or whatever. I want them to say like, man, I wouldn't mind doing that again. Even if they didn't do it again. I just want them to have a good time, have great memories, and be like, man, that was a cool trip. Like, that was definitely worth it. So that's my main concern when people are on my boat. I'm going to have to start doing some recording, y'all, to check out how I do it when I'm on my guide. Because, everybody's different. Everybody's different. But, I'm the same way. Like me, how y'all see me on live, that's how I am. If y'all know me personally, that's how I am personally. I talk trash. I laugh, joke. I've been like this since day one. Like, I was the most wittiest in high school. I got the class clown in high school. Like, see, I got to find that. I got the little certificate somewhere. Yeah, it's in the yearbook. I got to find the yearbook. But yeah, like, that's just who I am. I love to joke around. I love to talk noise. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. I just love to talk noise, have fun, and crappie fish and tie jigs. Like, that's what I love to do. So, but Shark coming right, hit me up. We can definitely, Somerville is my number 2 lake. So we got several brush piles out there on Somerville that people don't know about. So I can definitely 9 times out of 10 put you on some fish on Somerville for sure. Ty Watkins said, I'm down to fish. Hey man, we just trying to get 4 together. Good evening, sleep, running Harris. Chippo said, to me, an instrumental tournament is on a lake that no one has fished before and no pre-fishing. So that's what the thing was. None of us have been to Limestone, Chippo. So none of us has been to Limestone. Nobody pre-fished Limestone. Like, we haven't been. We just want to show up there on whatever Saturday it is, because it's going to have to be a Saturday. On a Saturday or a Sunday, but hopefully a Saturday. Show up there on a Saturday, put your boat in the water, and just show your skills. You got to scan. You got a certain number, maybe 7 o'clock to whatever, or 8 o'clock to whatever. Get out there, scan the lake, go for what you know. Brand new lake that nobody has fished. That's been the thing we've been trying to do. So I think Limestone like the halfway point from Houston to Dallas. So that's why we chose Limestone, because it's like right to halfway. It's about the same amount of hours. Drive like 2 hours and 15 minutes, 3 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and a half drive for both of us, both air for DFW and for Houston. So that's what we were trying to do. That's what we're still trying to do. Richard Rounder, what's going on? I got to call you too. I'm going to call you, Richard Rounder. Bro, you cannot fish unless you buy them from the grocery store. Just kidding. Look, if you see my YouTube, like I said, I don't even record everything. But if you go to my Facebook or my Instagram, make sure y'all check out my Instagram. You'll see. I really can't remember how too many times that I left the lake and didn't have a limit. I really don't. Or if it's more than me, I can't remember a time we left with less than 30. At least we're gonna leave with 30 if 2 people on the boat with me for sure. Taiwan said, let's get a team together. I bring the jig, just throw that out there. That'll work. Like I said, man, who is ever listening right now, whoever listening right now, if you got 4 people, you want to fit, and you have not fished Limestone, my email address is in my last video in the description. Hit me up in the email. We can put this thing together and we can get it in. I went to the marina last weekend, man, and I got one on the water, still too warm. I've been getting some pretty decent reports from Somerville, but like I said, we got brush piles. We only fish our brush piles that we put out there, but we got probably 8 to 10 brush piles we done put out there, and they produce pretty good. Cornell Harbor City boys don't want no smoke against them country boys. Mississippi fine. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is, because we all from the country. I'm from Mississippi. SK from up there in the country of around Central Texas. Lamar, he's from Wisconsin. LBG, he's out there in Louisiana. He's from Louisiana. So we all in the country. And I think that would. I think them city slickers don't want no parts of them country boys when it come to country stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Shots fired. Shots fired. Paul believes some people overpay just to catch white bass when they want crappie. That's a fact. I'm gonna tell you how I know that's a fact. I'm gonna tell y'all a straight fact. So this probably was around July. Around July, I went out to Somerville, and not to knock nobody in their guide service, but I went out to Somerville and I went by myself, and I had me a lemon of crappie. Caught me about 25 crappie in July, hot, but the brush piles were hot too. They was on fire. And I went back in. They had a cleaning station there, so I went to the cleaning station, and I grabbed my cooler out the boat, taking my fish out the live well, and there were two people there. They were standing there watching the guy clean their white bass. They said, "Man, where you catch them crappie from?" I said, "Well, I got some brush piles out there I be fishing." In the summertime, you catch a crappie like that? And I knew what he wanted to say, like, "Man, we should have been with you." But you know, like I said, I don't know too many people that's gonna turn down. I honestly don't know nobody that actually knows and eats fresh water fish that's gonna turn down crappie. But I see a lot of people do a lot of white bass because it's easier to catch. And I feel like if you're gonna be a guide, you got to give the people what they want. So if I know people love crappie, that's what I want to guide. Like, I don't know too many people that'll take white bass or hybrids or, you know, largemouth bass, black bass, or whatever over crappie fishing. So I think crappie fishing is like the number one thing. That's what I love to do anyway. In the summertime, mid-summertime, we can go catch some of the biggest bluegills you ever seen. I can't wait till next year. Lord's willing, next year, if y'all want to go catch some humongous bluegills, I'm gonna have that guy service going too, because I can put you on. So I got so many. I know so many beds at this lake that you be like, my wrist hurt. Like everybody I took out there, they just mouth dropped. Everybody I took out this year to catch some of those big bluegill was just like, I'm amazed. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, it's back to back to back to back to back. Like we pull up on one brush pile and probably catch 50 big bluegill, not no bluegill like this. I'm talking about some hand size, man size, and pan size bluegills. Yes, they do that real regular on one of your trips. Record on one of your trips. A lot of people don't record on the guide trip. I don't know why. I just never asked, so I think that's probably why. I never ask people and be like, "Hey man, you want to be on YouTube?" So like, I don't know how some people are. Some people are like, "Nah, man, I don't want to be on YouTube. I just want to come out here and fish." So I never ask. I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable. Like I said, if they on the boat with me, I want them to be as comfortable as they can. Hey, be on the boat just like you at the house. Whatever you gonna do, well, I ain't gonna say whatever you do, because if you do some crazy stuff, then no, you can't do it. But if you drink at home, smoke at home, do it on the boat. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I just never asked. I don't want to put the pressure on somebody, because I want them to think that I feel a certain type of way because they don't want to be on YouTube. Because if you don't want to be on YouTube, just say it. And I promise you, I won't be mad. But if you do, and if you don't mind, I would definitely put it on YouTube. So that's one thing I'll probably start asking. Like, if you don't mind, or do you mind, or do you not mind being on YouTube or me recording us? If you say, no, I don't want to be on YouTube, that's totally fine. We're going to go catch us some fish. If you say you want to be on YouTube, that's fine. We're going to go catch us some fish. Either way. So, I mean, I just didn't want nobody to feel uncomfortable. That's probably why I didn't never record on a guide trip. Rap said we need thumbs up. Yeah, man, make sure y'all give us a thumbs up, man. Make sure y'all give us a thumbs up. Have you heard anything about Lake Raven and Huntsville? I have not heard anything about Lake Raven and Huntsville, but Huntsville ain't too far away. and I might have to do some research on it. I love fishing new lakes, especially new small lakes that don't got a lot of fishing pressure. I love because my favorite lake now been getting some fishing pressure, y'all. I ain't gonna be honest with y'all. When I first started fishing that lake, it probably 4 boats out there all day. And oh my God, I mean, I catch so many crappie, like I catch my 25, then I just started catching crappie, throwing them back just to catch them. I love to catch them. But now you gotta move strategically on my lake now because people pass by, they be like, I never seen anybody over there. I see a markable over there. He's over there by himself. Because, see, that's how I place my brush piles, too. I like to place brush piles, like, in dead areas. It might take 6 months for fish to get there. It might take 3 months. It might take 2 hours. But I like to, strategically place my brush piles in certain areas of the lake where it's not a lot of boat traffic. And most of the time, y'all believe it or not, it might take a little bit longer, but that's going to be some of your greatest fishing spots. I got a spot right now. Took fish about 4 months to get on these brush piles. But now, since then, every time I go there, I'm going to catch at least 20 crappie off that brush pile. They all might not be keepers. Lately, they all been keepers. But they might not all be keepers. But when you placing brush piles in less boat traffic, or what some people call dead area of the lake, where people are like, oh, it ain't no fish. Because I said, I'm like, that's a dead area, man. Ain't no structure over there. Ain't nobody never fishing. The bass fishermen pass by there and fish the banks, but ain't nobody fishing in this 12, 13 feet of water. And I put a brush pile out there, checked it for a couple months, but nothing there. All of a sudden, 3, 4 months later, it's loaded, and it's been loaded ever since. Yeah, man, make sure y'all give me the thumbs up, man. Make sure if you like the video, make sure you give the thumbs up. Said the greatest said, D-Town, stand up, man. D-Town is sitting down right now. I'm just be honest with you, they sitting down. You know how the kids, when they get scared, when they was little and they get scared, what they do? They'll put them covers over their head. D-Town doing this right now. Putting the covers over their head. I ain't lying. Claude Jones, what's going on? Said, man, you made me start turning on my side image and scanning for beds. John Boyd, I promise you, that's the best thing about, to me, I call it brim season, like that summertime brim season, when it's popping. Man, just go scan some new areas of the lake, and you pull up on the brim bed that ain't nobody been on, and ain't nobody found. Oh my goodness. And you throw that first bob out there with that red worm or whatever you're using, you see it sink, right then, let me go ahead and spot lock or anchor down, because it's about to go down. It's about to be a tragedy out here. Camo Joe said they don't want to burn their spots. And see, with me, I used to be like that, Camo Joe. I used to be like, man, I don't want nobody to know I'm fishing it. Now I've put so much time and effort. I'm actually putting some more brush piles out. I'm probably putting like 8 more brush piles out this weekend. I put so much time and effort out and like I said, strategically putting my brush piles out there that I really don't worry too much now about people finding. And then the thing about it, I've seen people that never fished that area before that I fished, see me with brush piles out there, and they go fishing. They leave looking sad. I go right behind them, knowing how to fish it, knowing what color to throw it, knowing what depth to fishing. And I worry them out. I'm like, dang, they done sat here 2 hours and left with a boo-boo face. I done came up with 30 minutes and caught me 15, 10, 11, 12-inch crappie. So I really don't be too much worried right now like I used to be, because before I start putting out brush piles and I find some new stuff. But now that I'm putting out brush piles and the way I put them out and where I put them out, I really don't be too much worried. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, most people that do that, they can't fish anyway. That's why they do it. That's why they spy on you, because they can't fish, honestly. And I say that wholeheartedly. When I first bought my boat, and I started, because I fished for a kayak for a while and fished on the bank. So when I first bought my first boat, be honest with y'all, I used to do that. I go ride. Didn't really know too much about scanning. I go ride around. Dang, they been sitting there for about an hour. Wait till they leave, and I go up there like, oh, it is a brush pile. Then I don't catch nothing. Like, I ain't caught that. Or I could get you one little throwback. Like, man, I sat here. But over time, listening to people, man, like the people I did tournament with, listening to Lamar and SK and LBG, listening to them and all the other guys at the tournament, man, I started to understand. Then I like I said, I love to put my own twist on stuff. I started understanding. I started to put my own little twist on, like, okay, so this how you got to move, So, but I honestly believe, like most people that spy on you on the lakes because they can't fish or they don't know how to use their electronics. And you wouldn't believe how many people don't know how to use it. That's the key thing to getting electronics that you are comfortable with using to scan lakes. You know, you can go and say, oh man, I'm finna go get this $3,000 brand new Gen 4 Solix 15-inch hummingbird. That's $3,000. I'm finna go get it. Okay, go get it. If you don't know how to use it, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. So, you know, it's all about getting electronics that you're comfortable with, taking the time. That was the hardest thing for me to do. SK used to say that on all his videos back in the day. Some days you go out there, maybe fish an hour and scan for 6 hours. But you got to put that time in and go scan the lake, scan the areas you haven't fished, scan areas that you have fished, scan areas where you think might be fished. And that whole day you might find five new brush piles the whole day. But those 5 new brush piles might be some loaded brush piles. So I think it's all about getting electric. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when it comes to side imaging, just trust me when I say this. Get you a hummingbird. Get you a hummingbird. Get you a hummingbird. Get you a hummingbird mega. Any size. Like I have a 10. I have a mega 10. And I'm in love with it. I'm in love. Like I said, if you can afford a bigger screen, get a bigger screen. I just so happened looked up and caught one on sale at Bass Pro before they sold out. Was a 10-inch Generation 2 10-inch. They just came out with a Generation 4 October 1st. But I got a Generation 2 Helix 10 Mega on my console, and I love it. That was the best thing I could have ever did. Best investment I could have ever did. Dion Stroud, looking forward to Friday. If it helps you, I'm in. Let's do it, Dion. I am looking forward to it too, brother. Definitely looking forward to it. Can't wait. That's one of the guys there, man, that we're going to go do a guided trip. And if he's cool with YouTube, being on YouTube, we're going to record. We're going to have some fun. We're going to record. For real. Like, straight like that. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, brother. That sounds true. Fishing with Camo Joe. Let's see. Taiwan said email sent. I definitely check the email out. I watched 2 videos today on it. Looks good. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. MC, what it do? I seen you got a hold of them DFW boys. Man, they don't want no smoke. Like I said, I want some new DFW boys to go against. Some real DFW boys that ain't scared to represent where they from. That's what we looking for. The Jigs came in yesterday, and those look great. Can't wait to use them. I'm glad, Dion. I'm glad your Jigs came in, and I got some new Jigs that we're gonna try out that haven't been tried out before either. I'm always. I'm gonna tell you what a lot of my friends call me. They call me the mad scientist. I would sit here and think of some crazy stuff to make a hand tie jig just to try it out. I got one right now that I will not show because it's one person, one of my homeboys that I talk to daily. They been asked me about my new jig. I call it the 2020 jig. I got me a 2021 jig that's in the making right now, but I got a 2020 jig that he been trying to figure out. Like, what is this jig? What is this jig? And he's from Dallas, so I said, "Nah, I ain't gonna show you this jig until we fish against the Dallas boys, the DFW boys." But now, since they out the way, I might have to show this jig. But it's a deadly jig on the lake I love, my favorite lake. The only jig I use now. It's unbelievable. We gonna have to pull out the Oak Cliff boys. Woo! Bring them Oak Cliff boys, and they finna bring the hood out. Let's get it, man. Look, we gonna have to get it, man. We gonna have to get it. We gonna have to get it. John Boy said, I'm not throwing a market for bumps. Fishermen, not anglers to fish it. I understand it. I understand it. And see, that's one thing I try less to do now when I see a lot of boat traffic. If there's a lot of boat traffic, since I got my new trolling motor now, I don't throw out markers as I usually do. Like I used to throw out markers all the time. But now I got my new trolling motor and I've actually learned how to use it. I don't throw them out as much when I know, especially when I know it's a lot of people on the lake, because I know a lot of people ain't trying to really fish. They trying to see what you fishing. That's the man, SK. I done came up to the conclusion. They don't want the smoke. So if you cool with it and LBG cool with it and Lamar cool with it, we're going to have to call out another foe of DFW boys and go to Limestone if y'all cool with that. We're going to find a different foe. Let me know what you think, SK. If I was there, you would be worried, John Boy. John Boy, you ain't one of those, is it, John Boy? He said, I had to be worried. 8 brush piles. Said laugh my ass off. Now that's man, dedication. I actually went and borrowed my homeboy Ralph. I got his he got the extended pole electric saw. I got his saw. I'm going to pick up me 8 center blocks. I'm gonna have to put some work in this weekend because I'm definitely putting out some more brush piles, man. Getting ready for this winter time. This deep in the fall and winter time. I'm getting ready for it. So the brush piles finna get it in. Mello said, how many people do you allow on the boat with one guy trip? 2 more people. So I have 3 seats up front. 3, it can sit 3 adults comfortably. So I don't be worried about if 3 adults on the boat and it's tipping out. It sits 3 adults comfortably. I got 3 seats. So I've got 1 seat for myself and 2 more people can fit on the boat. And if you have more people than that, I got buddies I can call and be like, hey, that happened to me before. On my first Gator trip, they had three people. It was a dad and his 2 sons. So I called up Lamar like, hey man, what you got going on such and such date? Hey, I got an extra person, man, that want to go do a guide trip. We got 3 people. I can put 2 on my boat. If you can get 1, we can split the money. We can do it like that. So I'm sure I can got a buddy I can call and we can get probably 3 or 4 people all together. SK tell Kenny to get off the D-Town boys. Man, hey. I told you, after this live right here, I will not speak of them anymore. We're gonna find the new and true DFW boy. As Dyson said, Woods player just finished 2 10-inch slabs and look at my, hey man, ain't nothing better. Nothing better. Man, y'all need to check out some of my pictures I post on Instagram. I love the show once I fillet my crappie and strip them out. Mike Turner, what's going on, brother? You put him in the boat today. Yeah, man. That's the video I was supposed to been put out. I finally put it out today. I got some time to put it out today. Hopefully I can go and edit some more of these videos. And I'll be procrastinating. Like I love to record, then I procrastinate editing because it takes a while with editing. SK say he with it. That's what it is. That my dog there, J-Dub, Jay Kirkman, Skinny Kenny TV. What's going on, J-Dub? What it looking like up there in Pittsburgh, bro? He said crappie moving up in shallows and around cycles. Really? What part of the states are you at, S. Dyson? DWD. What's going on? What it do, DWD? What it do? It's Houston, Conroe, the Private Lake, or Somerville. I don't know, man. No, we're still trying to do the 4-on-4 at Limestone, but we just gonna find a different 4 people. A different 4 people at in the DFW area that haven't fished Limestone. I'm thinking we're gonna end up with 4 people. So I just want to know what y'all cool with or not, SK. J-Dub said you better be taking the kick dough bird. No, I ain't taking Monk with me, man. Monk called me the other day. I gotta call Monk back, J-Dub. He called me the other day. We talking about some big, and I need to hit him back. I gotta call him in the morning, I guess. VHF says brush pile deployment time. It definitely is time to put them brush piles out there and let them soak for a little while. Find them crappie a new home. Ty Watkins says, thank you for fishing tips and tying tips. Oh, most definitely, man. Most definitely. For sure. I love it. I love it. I love anything to do with crappie. Claude Jones. Jay Curtin says, it's cold. We in the 50s and 60s. I'm going to tell you. When the weather hit 40, 50, and 60, I put my hunting clothes on and I go crappie hunting though. I put my deer hunting clothes on, but I go crappie hunting. Man, that's the best time of the year. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You ain't got to worry about the jet skis, the water skier, the people pulling the tubes. You ain't got to worry about no recreation but fishing. And some people, they get scared to fish in the cold. I'm telling y'all, last year, I used to walk out on the dock. And the dock was iced over. So you had to tiptoe on the dock, sit down on the dock, then get up in your boat. Like, because you did not want to slip. Like, it was just that icy. I love when it's super cold outside. I ain't going to say super cold. My super cold is 30 degrees. Now, if it get below 30, I don't know. I might have to sit at the house. But if it's 30 degrees or better, I love fishing for crappie. I love it. To me, for some reason, I've caught some of the biggest crappie when it's cold, like that water temperature is 50 degrees, 58, 55 degrees, somewhere around there. He said, DFW ain't going to happen. I see it. I believe it. I definitely believe it. So, It is what it is. DW said it's still hitting 90 degrees in the 210. Ooh-wee. Well, we still got some 90-degree days. Like right now, it get down to about 75 in the morning, be about 75. Beautiful, feeling great. Then during midday, it probably get about 85 to 90 degrees. But the nighttime feels great. Feels great. Deion Strauss said that's a bomb, a fan of Hook City and DFW. Boy, I'm a little disappointed. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna just be honest. Like I ain't telling no lies. I'm not exaggerating. We've been calling them out for almost a year, if not a year, and it ain't happened. So it probably ain't gonna happen. So I'm done with it. Like I'm done with it. We're looking for other people that want to compete. It's just that simple. You know, if you ain't man enough to say you scared, then just don't say nothing at all. I'm talking because I ain't scared. I ain't scared, and I know SK ain't scared, and I know LBG ain't scared, and I know Lamar ain't scared. Local areas waters in New Orleans. Okay. I was down in New Orleans a few weeks ago. Down there for a few days. My nephew goes to school down in what is that college down there? He goes to school at Dillard. My nephew goes to school at Dillard University down in New Orleans. Changing temps is the best time of catching everything. Oh, for sure. Just don't catch the wrong thing with them temperature change, because y'all know when the weather start cooling down, people start getting snuggled up. Don't catch the wrong thing. Marcus Wells, what's going on, brother? Good evening. Yeah, man, it would have been fun, man. I was really looking forward to it. Like I said, we done talked about it for so long, but I thought the talking about it has finally ended and we was going to do it, but it ain't going to happen. And I'm fine with that. I'm done. Like I said, after this video, after this live, I'm done talking about it. We're just looking for another four. Looking for another four that want to go to Limestone and have a friendly competition with the Crappie. Like I said, ain't nobody got, as long as you haven't fished the lake. Nobody fished the lake, friendly competition. Nobody got the advantage. The only advantage you have is your knowledge. Your knowledge on crappie fishing. Simple as that. Simple as that. But I can't wait till this weekend to go out there. I can't wait. I'll be ready for the weekend to get here so I can go fishing. Oklahoma boys, hey look, whoever wants to come down to Limestone, we cool with it. I think eventually what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna do city to city, state to state call outs. You know what I'm saying? So it might be Houston versus Oklahoma, or Houston versus East Texas, or Houston versus California. And we'll just post the videos on YouTube and just have fun with it, man. Like, I'm all into having fun with crappie fishing. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not crappie masters. No, we're not American Crappie Trail. We're just about having fun, crappie fishing, having some fun, and being a little competitive. That's it. John Boy said, friendly competition, not $1,000 boat. Now that's friendly. Yeah, man. Yeah, it ain't about that. Mr. Mad Scientist tie us for one of them secret colored G. Ooh, we ain't gonna do it. I'll show you. I'm gonna show y'all one real quick. I'm gonna show y'all one different. I'm gonna show it so quick. If you don't catch it, if you don't screenshot it, that's your fault. Cause it's probably the only time I show y'all this G. Y'all ready? This is how those tournaments started. Yeah, that's true. That's true, SK. And I know me and you done talked about it for forever. Me and SK been talking about, man, we need to start doing some YouTube tournaments, doing some call outs, you know, whatever state you in, let's do it. You know, we got a certain time limit, then we'll post the videos, talk some noise, somebody have bragging rights, somebody say what they did wrong, somebody say what they did right. Just all in fun competition. You ain't got to go and break the bank, none of that. You just go to your lake, catch your 7 fish, weigh them, post a video on YouTube, let everybody see it, and we can talk some noise. Somebody brag about it, somebody don't. Y'all see that jig? Look at that new jig. Boom, and it's gone. That's one of them. I ain't gonna show y'all the other one. Y'all want to see the other one? I'm gonna show y'all one more. Show y'all one more new jig. One more new jig. Real quick. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom, and it's gone. I put it kind of clear to close to the camera so it can be blurry. Is that a purple jig head or a June bug in that vise? It's a purple. This one I just painted, man. I just got some fresh ones in the oven right now. It's a purple jig head with pink eyes with the little black pupil. Yep. So yeah, man. So I think that's eventually what we're gonna end up doing. If we can't get 4 guys in the DFW area, then we'll probably end up doing some competition just between us, man. Just because we don't get all in our feelings because we lose a tournament or we don't come in first place. Like I'm telling y'all, SK can tell y'all, SK won probably 60 to 70% of the tournaments we did at Lake Houston, and we still showed up every weekend to fish against them. It was like we fishing against SK like the whole everybody there fishing against SK because 9 out of 10 he was gonna win. And we never stopped fishing just because that's the competitive and like we're competitive and we having fun. Then after the tournament, we'll sit there and talk 2 or 3 hours, just talk about crappie, talk about other lakes that we've been hearing about, talk about what jig color we use, what type of jig we use, what we found the bigger fish at what side of the lake, the water depth we was fishing, and I mean it's all about enjoying the time and learning. Like I said, everything I know is because I fish. I can guarantee you this. I don't call myself as the best crappie fisherman. I think I'm a pretty good crappie fisherman because of me sitting down after the tournaments, listening to the older guys that fish Lake Houston way more than me and way before my time, and just sit there and listen to them and soaking it all in. You can never get too old to learn something, especially when it comes to fishing, especially crappie fishing. That's why a lot of people don't even crappie fish because it's hard for them to do. Like they'll sit there and be like, man, I crappie fish in the springtime. Summer, winter, fall, nowhere to be found. But I come and catch them in the springtime. But when you sit down, you listen, you get good people that give you good knowledge on crappie, you can literally catch crappie year round the same amount. Middle of the summer when people scared of crappie, that's some of the best times on the lake. The fall time, some of the best time. Winter time, some of the best time. Honestly, to be honest with y'all, and it was so crazy because I thought I wouldn't have felt like that. I see a lot of experienced and pretty good, great crappie fishermen say the same thing I say. We really don't like to catch crappie in the springtime because we so used to scanning, fishing on structure. Now you basically just got to find the right bank and the right shallows and go catch them. They definitely come back on structure, but it's not like it was in the summertime, in the wintertime, and the fall time. So that's what it's all about. It's all about just learning. Like I said, every time I go fishing, even if I'm by myself, I learn something new. Like, okay, that's weird. This water temperature at 92 degrees. These fish are in 6 feet of water. That's crazy, But then I go back next week and now they in 10 feet of water. The temperature's still 90 degrees. Like you learn something every time you go to. If you don't learn something every time you go to the lake, you ain't doing something right. You should learn something every time you go crappie fishing. I swear I do. Even when I'm not even trying to learn something, it teaches me something like, that worked last week, that ain't working this week. Switch it up, try something different. Like, that worked. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that same color jig work. A month, 2 months, 3 months out of the year. Sometimes the whole year, this one color just work. But you got other variables up in it. Depth, water clarity, water temp, all that stuff. At my favorite lake, I was a fall and winter time. I only fished my favorite lake at fall and winter time. This spring was the first time I fished my favorite lake in the springtime. And I learned a lot about that lake this spring. Summertime, I rarely fished this lake in the summertime. I fished that lake this whole summer. I got to the point to where I wanted to fish that lake this whole entire year, every season, so I can figure this lake out. I know 90% of the time where they're going to be in the fall time. I know where the crop is going to be 90%, 100% of the time in the winter time. I know where they're going to be. But where are they in the spring? Okay, now I've kind of figured out where they're in the spring. Where they in the summer? The summer, I'm still like 50-50 because the summer went from catching them in 6 feet of water to catching them in 15 feet of water. So, I mean, it's you just stand on your P's and Q's. That's basically what you got to do. Stay on your P's and Q's and try to learn something every time you're out there. That's the main thing, trying to learn something every time you're out there. Headed to Ross Barnett this weekend. There was someone had asked me earlier, The lake I grew up on. That's the lake I grew up on. What's so crazy is a lot of people think that these public lakes in Mississippi are all the same. Ross Barnett Reservoir don't even have a size limit. You can catch a 5-inch crappie, 10-inch crappie, 12-inch crappie, 15-inch crappie. Keep them all. I think you can keep up to 30 or 35. It's Dyson. Let me know if I'm right. I think it was 35 when I was younger. It was 35 with no size limit. But you go right up the highway, go right up 55, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, go to Grenada. And they got to be over 12 inches, and you're going to keep 15, or go to Sardis. They got to be 12 inches, got to be over 12 inches, and you're going to keep 15. But you go right down to Ross Barnett, which is, like I said, an hour and a half away, 2 hours away, and they ain't even got no size limit. So go figure. Go figure. Mello, he said, hold on, did the DFW boy back out? They might as well. They might as well. Because they scared. LBG, what it do, brother? He said, I need to order some of those Jigs. You know I got you, man. You know I got you, dog. Just let me know what you need. Let me know what color you need, what you need. I got you. Then Strasser, where do you get your jig making tool? You are inspiring me to take that step. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I said, I try to help people out because people help me out when it comes to tying jigs. So this is the Spider Vice. I got it off 75 or 80 bucks. It's a rotary. I like rotary just because you can move it around. Y'all see how you're kind of getting rushed down. I'll show you how much I've been using it. This thing ain't even a year old. But it's a great vice. I love this. I've probably had 5 different vices, 6, 7, 8. I've had a lot of vices that I'm broke, but they were $20 vices, $15 vices. So this is my first time actually spending over $50 for a vice, and it's been lasting, and it works perfectly. So, but I buy mostly all my stuff off of eBay. Bucktails. Now I go to Bass Pro. They like $7 for a whole bucktail. They got mostly all the colors. You get a whole bucktail at Bass Pro for $7. But all my Chanel, my rubber tails, I these some of my rubber tails. That's a bad color right there. That's a silver gray with some silver flakes in them. I'm gonna do something nasty with that. I'm making some of these right now. I'm playing with these right now. That is a pink with like got glitter, metallic black and silver glitter in it, rubber legs, like all this type of stuff I get off of eBay. I got another gray. We got like some pearl and black in it. But I got some rubber tails that is finna be nasty. I can't wait to put them out in the water. Like I said, I got some new colors that we're gonna try out this weekend, Dion. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. For sure. Oh, I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Dion. I definitely did. My turn. You know what you mean. Yeah, we knew what you mean. John Boyd said 200. What is 200 for, John Boyd? I'm still learning every time I get a chance. See, SK even said he learned every time he get a chance. And I'm telling y'all, I give credit. I always give credit where credit is due. SK has taught me a lot about crappie fishing. Him, Bluegill, Lamar, these are guys that were fishing Lake Houston before me. And it was crazy how I met them. So I was out of my kayak one day, fishing in Lucy's Bayou, out of my kayak, fishing against the banks where some structure was. And a guy was coming down in his boat, and he got on the bridge. He just stopped. He was looking at me. And then, I started out fishing jig and a bobber. I always fish jig and a bobber. I never vertical jig. I fished with jig and a bobber. It was about 3 years ago when I was out there in my kayak, got my little anchor on my kayak, and I'm out there with my jig and bobber, wearing them out. I was catching back to back to back. And I yelled out to the man. I said, man, they hitting this. I think it was either black and short or black and pink. I said, they wearing it out. So you know what he told me? Oh, yeah, I know. I already got my limit, man. But I said, you be catching with that jig and bobber. I'm like, yeah, man. He said, man, we should fish sometime. It was Lamar. Just so happened, right after that, Hurricane Harvey came. Hurricane Harvey came, and he called me. He was like, man, you want to go check out the lake? I see how the lake looked after Hurricane Harvey. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with it. We went out to the lake. We seen a lot of new stuff. We started fishing. The trees fell in the water. We started fishing new air, man, and it was unbelievable. Like, we was catching crappie. I'm like, okay, it's cool, dude. So he was like, man, you ever had a boat? I said, man, I ain't never had no boat. He was like, well, man, let me show you. So he started showing me, hooking up the boat, showing me how to read your fish finders. He had a Lowrance back then. I think a Lowrance Hook 7 back then, or a 9, either 7 or a 9. He was showing me how to use that and all of that. Then he ended up buying a Solix. He bought that soda when it first came out. And we fished a couple tournaments together. I fished a couple tournaments in my kayak. Then I met this guy that was talking a lot of trash. I'm like, man, who is this cat always talking trash? He talking all this trash, but he sure be winning. Lo and behold, it was SK. And so SK, I remember the first, SK probably don't remember this. The first time I met SK, I was in my kayak, and I only had 5 fish. And he was talking, so I was quiet, just listening to him. He's like, hey, man, it's okay, man. We just talk like this, man. Man, you're always welcome to come to the tournaments. He probably don't remember that. I remember the first time I met him, that's what he said. And I'm like, okay, they talk some trash. They not knowing like I talk trash too, but I ain't know them like that. They ain't know me like that. So I'm just sitting there listening. And over time, man, I ended up buying me a boat. And I used to always look at his videos on hummingbird. I'm like, nobody, man, I was talking about hummingbirds. And I ended up buying me like a little 7 hummingbird. And started learning how to use it. And over time, I got better at it. And ended up crashing that boat. So ended up buying the boat I have now. That ended up giving me the 10. I always hear people say, man, if you can afford a bigger screen, get it. And so that's why I ended up getting that Helix 10, and I fell in love. Man. So another thing too, man, if y'all thinking about linking, I gotta say that. If you're thinking about, because I made this mistake. If you're thinking about linking your trolling motor to your fish finders, or even just your fish finder to fish finder, don't do the mistake I made. So when I bought my Helix 7, the second one for my trolling motor, I bought the Gen 3. It had just came out, but it wasn't networking. I didn't think about networking back then. I said $50 cheaper, I'm gonna go grab it. Then I end up getting my 10. I'm like, dang, I can't even network. Oh well. But then when I end up buying my iPilot link to Rover, I'm like, I need networking. So I had to go. After I spent $2,500 on an iPilot link to Rover, I had to go and spend another $550, $600 on another Helix 7 Gen G3N, the N for networking. So make sure if you're ever thinking about networking your stuff, don't make the mistake I made. Make sure if you got a Hummingbird, make sure you get networking capable. But I think now all the four generations are networking. They don't even have 7s anymore. I was reading it because they came out October 1st. October 1st, Hummingbird dropped their Generation 4 units. They started at an 8-inch now. So it's 8-inch on up, and they're all networking. So if you buy anything like a G3 or a G2, make sure it's networking if you're thinking about linking them together. But now all of them automatically are networking. They came out with the 15-inch Helix too. They already had the 15-inch Solix, but now they have the 15-inch Helix. I'm just talking about it because that thing $3,000. I would love to have me a 15-inch Helix, but I do not have $3,000 to spend on a fish finder. I'm more than happy with my my Helix 10. I'm more than happy with it. As I said, pink, black, shark works for me, man. That's a great color. I'm telling you, that's my wintertime color on my favorite lake. It ain't crunk up yet. Maybe they ain't got coal enough, but that's the only color I'll be using. Last year, I had a pink head, black body. I know I had a shark head, black body, and a pink tail. It was gravy. It was gravy. I switch up methods constantly. I always chasing. Oh yeah, you got to. Camo Joe said at SK Adventure, when I stop learning, I stop fishing. That you can't put it no better than that. Once you stop learning, it's time to stop fishing. That is a fact. I love that saying. At the dam, no size limit. Yeah, man. At the spillway, the dam on Ross Barnett, it ain't no size limit. No size limit. LBG is in the building. Just tried hand ties. Now I may not go back. Man, I'm gonna tell you something too about that. I remember SK used to always talking about, man, y'all fishing them plastics. Y'all fishing, y'all need to get on these hand ties. And I'm like, oh man, forget them hand ties. One thing what happened to me, once I started tying my own hand ties, I keep everything in my boat. I got probably every plastic y'all can imagine. I know for a fact I got over 10,000 plastics. I used to buy Bobby Garland's faithfully. If you go back and look at Bobby Garland Facebook from about 3-4 years ago, if you scroll down, you'll see me on there. They done posted me probably about 4 or 5 times. They have posted me, posted my pictures, posted my name on the Bobby Garland Facebook and Instagram. That's how much I used to love plastics. But ever since I started hand tying, I've been locked in on hand tying. 200 is proof liquor, man. Strong statement. Oh, already 200 proof. I think that's a little bit too much for me. That's that shine. Anybody want to sell a 7-foot Thumb City Crappie rod? I accidentally dropped mine in the lake yesterday. Charles Brown, that's the worst feeling. I ain't lying. That's the worst feeling. The worst feeling is drop, and I think we've all have dropped something of value in the lake. So some of you have a pistol of mine. I dropped my I had it on my side. I was in the boat with Lamar when it happened. I had my Springfield XD40. That was my concealed carry gun. And I had it on my side and I was bending down. I got up and I hit my elbow against it. All I heard was bloom, it hit the side of the boat and it was gone. Some of you also have a cell phone of mine. Some of you also had one of my favorite rods, my 10-foot Kevin Rogers rod. Some of you has taken some stuff from me. Matter of fact, y'all tell me some of the stuff y'all have lost on the lake that hurt your heart. Because trust me, I know that's a bad feeling. Elton Hitchin, what's going on, brother? Timothy Gallup, what to do, brother? It broke my heart. Oh yeah, that 15-inch SK, that 15-inch is a monster. It's a monster. Yeah, the Thumb City rods are sold out. He waiting for his shipment to come in right now. I was lucky enough to get me one of those 7'6", and I have that. I've been had my two 10-foots, but now I got one of those 10-foot rear seats that I actually used in the video I posted today. I actually posted it. I was catching fish on. I love that rear seat. I actually got a new reel for it though. Matter of fact, let me go get it. Where is it? Here it is. I want y'all to check out this new. So remember Thumb City was talking about the ice fishing reel? So this is my new reel. It's shiny, ain't it, y'all? This is my new reel I got for my rear seat 10-foot Thumb City rod. It's an ice fishing reel. I don't know the name of it, but I got it off Amazon. I think it was like $25 on Amazon or $20 on Amazon. But I love it. I love it. It works great. I can put a lot of line on it. And all you do is just loosen the drag right here. The little spindles looking thing. Just go either left or go right with it to loosen up the drag, pull your string out, tighten it back up, and get the fishing. But yeah, I love this reel. This is a great reel. If y'all ever, Thumb City, the one that told me about it, he was like, man, them ice fishing reels. I forgot the name of the one he said he used, but these ice fishing reels work great when it comes to rear seat rods. Try it out, y'all. Like I said, they got them on Amazon, $25-$30 on Amazon. I do not know the name of this one. It is a Fib Link, Fiblink. I think it's like $20 or $25. Got the little wood grain hound on it. But yeah, it's a Fib Link ice fishing reel. And I love it. He said, do you do any kayak fishing anymore? No, so ever since last year when I broke both of my wrists, my elbow and my hip, I have given up on the kayak. So I don't mess around with that kayak. The alligator one, honestly, the alligator was scared from getting the kayak. The alligator would make me buy a boat. Like I seen the alligator on Lake Houston. I was fishing in Lucy Bayou. And I was anchored down, and I seen an alligator pass me probably about 10, 15 yards from me. And he was longer. I got a 10-foot kayak. He was definitely longer than my kayak. And I was trying to pull. It was like something on a movie. Y'all might not believe. It was like on a movie. I had my anchor down there. And I had some 550 cord. If anybody in the military know 550 cord is parachute cord. I had some 550 cord tied to it. And I started pulling up on it, jagging it. I'm trying to snatch it up out of there. And it was hung up on some brush. And I'm like, man, this is like something in a movie. Like, this is not real. So the alligator them probably got about 15 yards down. But I'm still scared out my mind. So I'm steady trying to snatch it up. So I got the point, I got a knife and just cut the 550 cord. Because you weren't going to break the 550 cord. And the ankle was hung up on the brush and it wasn't coming up either. I cut that 550 cord. They could have swore I had a motor on that kayak. I was paddling so fast back to the truck. And that was the last time I was on the water on that kayak. SK said he can't do the rear seats. Man, I started out vertical fishing with the rear seats, but it was that B&M ultralights, but I broke so many of them. I went to the regular mid seats. So this is the only rear seat rod I have. It's this 10-foot thump seated. So that says a lot about thump seated rod. This is the only rear seat rod that I have. It's the only one I have, and I honestly use it just because I'm used to fishing with my 11-foot mid-seat Kevin Rogers or my Ty Huckabee rods. And my mid-seat Kevin Rogers 11-foot. My Ty Huckabee is a 10.5. So if I'm using this rear seat, it still feel like I have a longer than a 10-foot rod. I'm in love with 10-foot rods, but now I'm getting used to those 11 feet rods. So that rear seat kind of reminds me of an 11-foot Kevin Rogers or that 10.5 Ty Huckabee. I would have went in to get my pistol. Hell nah. What's the weight of that reel? Let me see. I don't think it has a weight on it. It's 4+1 bearings on it. Gear ratio 2.71. 2.71. So honestly, I don't know all of it. I don't even know what it means. I don't know the weight of it, but it's not heavy. It's not heavy. Like look, if I try to balance this thing on my hand, it goes to the front before it goes to the back. Like, it's really not that heavy. So I can balance it with one finger. It's not heavy at all. It's super light. Like I said, I got a whole 150-yard spool on here. I put a whole 150-yard spool on here. And they got some more of my fishing string in too. So if y'all go on eBay and you type in Cast King braid line, they have some more of my fish, that 8-pound that I love to use, that I've been using for forever. They got some more in, $5. I think it's $4 or $5. I know it's not more than $5. It might be $4. But they got it back in on eBay. And it's low vis. Like I said, that's all I use is low vis line. So they got some back in if y'all looking for some good braid that is cheap and durable. It's 8-pound test line, real thin. I think it's 0.08 in diameter. It's super thin. But it's strong. It's strong. Let's see. Yep, the diameter is 0.08, 8-pound test line. Ultra high molecule weight polythene fiber. And like I said, I only use low vis. I don't use visible line. High vis, none of that. It's like a gray color. That's the color I use, low vis or gray. Sometimes they just call it gray. But that's what I use. They got some back. If y'all looking for some good braid, cheap braid, 150 yards, $4, maybe $5 on eBay. I ordered like 7 boxes. I got like 7 boxes of this stuff over there. So I might do a giveaway with some fishing line or something. So that's a clean and left-hand retriever. Yeah, I'm left-handed. So I definitely got to have it. Crappie Punisher, what's going on, brother? Said them gators are everywhere now down here. Yeah, man, them gators are littered. So me and my girl, we were walking in the park. The park is not too far from here, maybe about 5 miles. We were walking in the park, and it was a little boy on the bike, probably like about 12 or 13. I'm like, y'all want to see a gator? And like, we walking through the trails of the park, and they got a little bayou in the park. I'm like, yeah, this was like 2 weeks ago. Like, yeah. And I was messing with her because I was trying to do a bet with her. I was like, Bet me $500 I won't swim across the little bayou. The bayou is only probably about 30 feet wide. It's not wide. It's not deep. You can stand up and almost walk across it. I was just messing with like bet $500. I'll swim across it. So the little boy heard me. I guess he was on his bike. He just looking like he must don't know what's in this water. So I'm steady talking, me and us talking trash back and forth. He was like, y'all want to see a gator? And I was like, yeah. And literally from where we were standing at, the gator was probably about 50 yards down. We walked down there. It was a big gator, about like a 9 foot gator. Just sitting there. He just sitting in the water. We were like, wow. I'm glad I didn't jump across that water or swim across. I almost did. I had a fluger reel on. Man, I love fluger. I got some fluger reels too. To me, it just, for me personally, I don't like to have a rear seat and have a spinning reel on a rear seat. To me, it's more comfortable to have like an ice fishing rod or one of those small little rods you can use that's not a spinning rod. My car keys had to call my wife. It sucks. Oh man, that's my fear of dropping my keys in the lake. If I can drop anything else, just not my keys and hopefully not my wallet. But I'll take the wallet falling before my keys. I do not want my keys to fall in the lake. 500 series open face with a Zepco Crappie fighter. I give them the bid straight like that. You called out what you use. That's what I'm talking about. Do a whole pole rigged out. I'm not understanding. Do a whole pole rigged out. Yeah, this one is the one I have. Yeah, it's ready to roll. Yes, have you used fly fishing claps? I have started using them and wanted to know input from others that have tried. No, I haven't tried that. I've seen them. Every time I go to Bass Pro, I always go into the fly fishing little spot they got in the fly fishing area. I would go look at the different stuff, like when I go buy bucktails. But I haven't used that though. I haven't used the fly fishing. Lamar, what it do? Oh, he's on the giveaway. Okay. But that's what I might do one day, y'all. That's what I might do. Because one thing about it, when I go live, y'all definitely show up. And I like when people talk back. I don't want to sit there and talk 1,000 hours and don't nobody respond back. But y'all definitely give information back, give your honest opinion. I like that. So that's what I might do one of these days. I might pop up on live and do a giveaway of a rod and reel combo already with the fishing line on it. And I might do that. I might do that. That might be my Christmas giveaway. I was gonna say my birthday giveaway, but my birthday too soon. My birthday is on October 29th. So that's too soon. They're right around the corner. I'll be 37 years old. Don't even seem like 37 years. But I'm definitely blessed. Been through a lot, seen a lot. Could have been way worse off, but I'm definitely blessed to be in pretty good health at 36 years old. Like the kids, 36 and a half years old. You know, them kids love to put that half on it. Lamar, I was just talking to SK and LBGI on here, and we're gonna have to find some other DFW guys to do this limestone tournament against. I'm going to email for available dates for Gator. Yeah, just let me know. Email me, man. Like I said, after this weekend, then I'm open. So let me know. I got a couple more guys, but we haven't set a date yet. So after this weekend, let me know a date that you want to do it, and we can set that date up and we can get it up. We gonna catch us some fish. If you get on the boat, we might not have 1,000 fish. We might have, but at the end of the day, you're gonna say we caught fish and we had a damn good time. And that's what I don't think I really want people to enjoy themselves out there. I have a place on Lake Tawakoni that you can use for the next competition. Talk Friday for this. We'll definitely talk about it. We'll talk about it this weekend, brother, for sure. Keeping us rookie school. What up, y'all? Yeah, I'm disappointed. Yeah, Lamar. You know what I mean? You talked about that. I give up on it. You know, Lamar, I think you can remember. Have it been a year? I know it's been pretty close to a year that we've been talking about it, been calling them out. I remember Donnell, the one that started it. I know it done been a year. Probably over a year. But it is what it is. I know you can put it on. No, I like you, bro. I'm October 23rd. There we go. Scorpios in the building. Scorpios in the building. You know, they talk bad about us Scorpios. But one thing is so crazy about when I read the zodiac, 'cause I really don't believe like in zodiac signs and all that. But one thing is definitely a fact. 90% of the stuff I read on zodiacs about Scorpios is true. I'm just be honest. Most of it is true. I ain't even gonna lie. They talk bad about Scorpios. Most of it true though. Most of it definitely true. I would listen to the radio. What was that? Last Thursday, last Wednesday, I was going to a job and I had the radio on, and they were saying the most toxic sign was a score. Like people was calling in, saying the most toxic sign, and everybody was calling in saying Scorpio. Like everybody was like Scorpio. Okay, next caller, Scorpio. Next caller, Scorpio. I'm like, dang, are we toxic? Really? Bad business. Yep. So since Lamar's on here, SK's on here, and LBG is on here, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Is it cool for us to find a different four in the DFW area, or do y'all just want to do some tournament with us, starting out with just us on some lakes fishing? I'm asking y'all, so because I know we all working and have to work around our schedules. So is it cool with y'all that we can still do limestone and just get a different DFW four that ain't scared, or do y'all just want to do some friendly competition between us? Best crappie fishermen out there. Yeah, next four, the other four scared to get on the court. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm over it. Though I said after this live, I ain't even talking about that no more. I'm over it. Look, I'm gonna put the lighter down. The lighter's going out. Ain't no more smoke over there. Get a different DFW four. Yeah, I'm asking the guys now, man. It's whatever they want to do. If they want to get a different four, we can get a different four, or we can hopefully find us a different four. I don't know. Little Birdie told me that the original four was just like the Cowboy. I don't know how true it is. You know, the Cowboys garbage. So I don't know. Maybe it's a DFW thing. Maybe they Cowboys fans, and we know how the Cowboys end up every year. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe it's a Cowboys thing. Maybe it's just in the water of in DFW. I don't know. Just saying. Put an amateur on the boat with each of y'all. Don't matter to me. We need to show them how much fun it is. That's what it's all about. We are amateurs. Yeah, we are. Definitely are. They in their off season. SK, when you coming to fish Weatherford? John Boy said, can't call a real crappie angler for a year without stepping up. You got one time to call me out. I'm going MJ in like he was in The Last Dance. Put up 40 for talking. See, that's the type of person I am. You call me out, hey, you might beat the brakes off of me, but you can't say I was scared. You won't say I was scared. That's for sure. Soon, okay. Get another state like Mississippi for. We might have to. Like I said, we want to just start some out. We want to get some started. So that's why we want to do the DFW versus Houston. Then, we can just have other people in Texas. East Texas versus DFW, or East Texas versus Houston, or then you can have just the variety. Just say Texas. You're all around Texas, and 4 people get together and fish a lake against us. Like, then we're just gonna, we'll do just certain stuff. We start doing like YouTube. The Louisiana guys fish their lake against the Houston guys that fish their lakes. Then we'll have, just Mississippi guys versus the Louisiana guys, or Mississippi guys versus the Houston guys, stuff like that. Just to have fun, man. Like I say, it ain't nothing about no money or nothing like that. It's just about us going out, having fun, having some competition, showing off your skills, and getting a little bit lucky. And that's just basically what it is. That's what I'm talking about, John Boy. Yeah, man. Here you go with the Cowboys. My bad, Miss Christie. But look, the proof is in the pudding. The Cowboys ain't looking too good right now. And the DFW boys ain't looking too good right now. I mean, Y'all know that emoji that do like this? That's what that emoji be doing. I don't know. Sounds kind of true. Good evening. What's going on, Yarley Kennedy? I like to fish some of those, man. Most definitely, man. We gonna have to go down there. Like I said, I know I grew up fishing Ross Barnett Reservoir, but the Grenadas and the Sardis, oh my goodness, we gonna have to plan a trip out there. And like I said, I know a lot of guys out there, so I know some good people that stay up there. People I've been knowing for years, so we good to go. Whenever y'all want to go, just let me know. We can definitely go. John Boy said, Mississippi, I'll probably come. My turn to get him, Miss Christie. Camo Joe said, or Texas versus California. But we ain't gonna say Texas versus California. We're gonna say Houston versus California because we ain't scared in Houston. So we don't want to put Houston in Texas, the whole thing. We're just gonna say Houston versus Well, see, East Texas, we got some guys from East Texas that ain't scared too. So we can say East Texas / Houston versus California because we ain't scared. Shots fired. John Boy said, I'm in Alabama. It could be Alabama versus Mississippi or Alabama versus, whoever. Like, that's what we trying to do. But we got to get this thing kicked off first. Louisiana versus Houston sounds good. That'll definitely be a good one. So, them thinking on it. JLD said, what's up, Kenny? I'm a little late to the live chat. I was busy. It's all good, JLD. What's going on? Camo Joe said, I want all the smoke. See, that's what I'm talking about. I like for somebody to call other people out and they be like, what you want to do? When you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love crappie fishing like you love crappie fishing. You call me out, I ain't scared. Let's get it on. Simple as that. Cornell Harper said, yeah, I'm about to eat that highway up 55 South. Sorry, this bound. Yes, sir. What they know? They don't know about that 55, man. I done traveled plenty days and nights on old 55. Heading up those Sardis and Grenada, but I ain't ever fished those lakes like in a boat. I'm from Louisiana. I live in DFW. I'm gonna start uploading video. Would love to compete. Feel the Thump TV with TG. I don't remember never seeing your name, but I'm glad you said it. See, like I said, you from Louisiana though. That's why you ain't scared. You might live in DFW, but you in Louisiana. You from Louisiana. That's why you ain't scared. I know Louisiana guys ain't scared. I know that for sure. Mike Turner, I'm a Cowboys fan, win or lose. Miss Christie, I understand. I'm going to leave it alone. Look, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm a Cowboys hater. I talk about Cowboys so bad on my Facebook. So, and I'm a Patriots fan. So whenever the Patriots lose, oh, man, they give me the blues. But I don't be mad because I know I'm going to talk about the Cowboys way more than they're going to talk about the Patriots because we definitely going to win more games than the Cowboys. So, Jeff said Humminbird versus Garmin versus Lawrence. Look, my opinion, I'm just giving y'all my opinion. In my opinion, we're going to scratch Lawrence out, period. Lawrence ain't even in the running. Garmin ain't in the running either if you're talking about side imaging. The only thing Garmin got is a live scope. If it wasn't for live scope, to me, in my opinion, Humminbird would be the only fish finders on the market, in my opinion. The live scope saved Garmin. And they have a real nice trolling motor too. But I think live scope really brought Garmin back because Humminbird, when it comes to images, ain't even close, in my opinion. Did you see the tournament on different lakes? Yeah, yep. Definitely did. That's what I'm saying. We can do it like that. Everybody get on their special lake. We do a tournament on it and go from there. I think that'll be fun. I think that will be fun. Latila said, Chris, that's a great team. Hold on, y'all. We ain't finna start talking about everybody rooting for these Cowboys on here because I'm a Cowboys hater. So what we gonna do is talk about fishing. We ain't gonna talk about the football because we ain't talking about the Cowboys. Ray Marine, yeah, I don't know too much about Ray Marine, but only thing I know about Ray Marine is they got it on display in Bass Pro Shop. That's about all I know about Ray Marine. The Texans are garbage. I stay here in Houston. If I was a Texan fan, I wouldn't have told y'all, but I'm a Patriots fan. But the Texans are garbage. I'm so glad they got rid of Bill O'Reilly, whatever his name is. because he should have been gone. Once he got rid of DeAndre Hopkins, they should have sent him on too. Yeah, he's a horrible coach, in my opinion. Humber's still the best unit out there. Gorman got a great toy with live scope, but Humber hands down the best. Lamar. And I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all, you hear what that man? That man has a live scope. That was the first person I knew that had a live scope. He got live scope when it first came out. But he telling y'all some real stuff right there. When you want clarity and you just learning and you want something good for side imaging, go with a live scope. I mean, go with a Humminbird. I love Humminbird. Claude Jones said, pack up and head to the DFW. They'll give you a day to scout before the tournament. See, nah, that ain't how they go. That's just like me telling them, y'all pack up, come on down here to Somerville. Or come down to my favorite lake. It wouldn't be fair. So that's why we chose the lake in between DFW and in between DFW and Houston, in the middle, that nobody have went to, nobody done scouted. We can go up there. It's a friendly competition, and I think it'll be even. 4-on-4. They said they wanted to have 2 boats, 2 people in each boat. They want to do 4-on-4 tournament. And I gave them one head. Look, I even gave them I gave them a little bit of help. I said, y'all can use minnows. Us Houston boys, we using jigs. Y'all can use whatever y'all want to. They still didn't want the smoke. I know us folks, we won't have minnows. But y'all can use minnows. They still didn't want the smoke. So I give up. I'm done. We trying to find a good foe from DFW that ain't scared. EcoMap plus units are clear. Okay. EcoMap. So with EcoMap, do that go on a certain unit? Like I said, what I use is if we're talking about the chips, I use the Lake Master Plus. I use the Lake Master Plus, Mid-South Lake Master Plus. Best crappie reel. Man, I can't give my number one crappie reel because I don't have a number one. I have a few great reels. I love my Fluger Presidential. Those are 2 if I'm gonna go and buy them at the store, those are the first 2 that I'm gonna buy. Either I'm gonna buy me a Luz laser light or I'm gonna buy me a Fluger. And that's for me, that's what I'm gonna buy, either a Fluger or a laser light on a mid-sea rod. How about them Saints? It's Dyson, don't do that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. So my whole family, we from Mississippi, so either half of my family Dallas fans, my other half is Saints fans. So I'm a Saints hater and I'm a Cowboys hater. So we ain't gonna talk about the Saints either. I'm a hater, y'all. I'm a hater. I be hating on the Saints and I be hating on the Cowboys because everybody hate on the Patriots for years. So I be hating on their teams too. Forget it. Come prior to the competition and fish Tawakanee. See, I know they know a lot about Tawakanee Dion. So it'd probably be bad for us, but I ain't scared though. They just came out with the UHD units, ultra high definition. Oh, okay. Okay. I got EcoMap Plus, can't hold a candle to my Solix. Okay. He said, I got an EcoMap, can't hold a candle to my Solix. So is EcoMap, is that a card? Is that an SD card that goes in like a Lake Master? When have you seen them boys use minnows? Oh man, come on now. I've used minnows before. I posted on YouTube. You ain't gonna see maybe 2 or 3 videos that I've ever used minnows on YouTube. But they got plenty of videos using minnows. Plenty of. I don't use minnows like that. I really don't. Most time when I use minnows because I got other people on the boat with me. But most time I'm by myself. I'm 80% of the time I'm not using minnows. Like I said, you might find 2 or 3 videos I got on all my YouTube videos. I'm actually using minnows. I'm a jig guy. I like to use my hand tie jigs to fish. I think to me that's it makes me feel some type of way. Like, man, I done used something. I done made a color up and they actually liked it. It makes me feel so good. So, and to me, I feel like hand ties, they gonna last longer than plastics, way longer than plastics. You catch you by 5 or 6 good slabs, that plastic gonna get busted up. You gotta put another one on, or if you get a thump on the plastic, they'll slide it down and all of that. But with a hand tie, you're still fishing with it. So I love hand ties because it's less maintenance. Oh, EcoMap is Garmin. Okay. VHF said, any new colors? VHF, we talk on the phone almost every day. You still trying to find out these new colors. I'm not putting it on YouTube, and I'm not telling you some my new colors. Stop asking. he trying to get these new colors out of me, but I ain't. Like I told y'all, he a DFW boy, so he trying to get the advantage on, but I ain't gonna show him these new colors. Carl Johnson, you calling on the champs? What champ? Who the champs? Champs of what? Woo! I hope you ain't talking about the Cowboys. It's a Garmin unit. Okay, gotcha. How do you get the name Skinny Kenny, the Bronze Star bit? Okay, Skinny Kenny, man. If y'all see any of my pictures, I'm gonna have to go find some old pictures when I go back home to Mississippi. Find y'all some of my old pictures. Like, I've been super skinny my whole entire life. Like, I've been skin and bones. Like, I've always loved to eat. I ate so much as a kid, and I always been skinny. So I was down at my grandma's house. My uncle was like, Skinny Kenny. My Uncle Leroy. He called me Skinny Kenny. He the one that gave me that name. He started that name when I was probably about 10, 11 years old. He called me Skinny Kenny. Now my whole family called me Skinny Kenny. And like, whenever somebody hears Skinny Kenny, like when I got to the Army, they hear that name Skinny Kenny, they be like, so they start, if they didn't want to call me by my last name. So now that's the name just stuck with me. That was a family name that my uncle started. So I just stuck with that name. So I just wanted to get something that said Skinny Kenny. Then I take pride in actually earning a Bronze Star while I was in the military after my 3 deployments to Iraq. So I said, how about I put my family name along with something that I'm proud of? So I was like, Skinny Kenny, the Bronze Star vet. So that's how that name came about. How about you and Ken heads up? I ain't scared. That's the thing. We can do a competition on catching how many fish, because I'm definitely ain't scared of that. If you want to see who catch the most, or we can go and see whoever catch the biggest salmon. I ain't scared of that. Like, I'm not. Like, if I lose, I lose. I'm not scared. That's the thing. I love it. Like, that's what I love to do. I love to catch crappie. I love to figure out crappie. I love to find new crappie. So I'm not scared of none of that. Like, I'm not talking trash because I'm like, oh, we gonna whoop y'all. No, I'm talking trash because they scared to have a friendly competition. That's what I'm talking trash about. I'm not talking trash about I'm better than anybody. Like I said, I done took plenty of whoopings on Lake Houston. SK done whooped me plenty of weekends on Lake Houston. So I almost got him that one time. That one time I thought I had him though. I had caught me some good fish all day long. I think I had like 11 pounds or either 10 and a half pounds for my 7 fish. I'm like, oh, I got him. Look, I went into the weigh-in like 15 minutes early, like, I don't need the fish no more. I'm gonna be the first one here at the weigh-in. And SK comes just cruising along. One thing about when you see SK with that little smirk on his face, you know you're in trouble. He was cruising along. You know, I just said, I'm like, what you get? Probably got about 11, 12 pounds on. He's like, who told you bluegill? And I'm like, my heart dropped then because I was just talking noise. But I knew right then it was over. I said, man, I just knew I finally beat this man. So he ended up coming in first, and I ended up coming in second. That broke my heart. That was the one time I could honestly say broke my heart in crappie fishing. But when I thought I had finally beat SK, and I came in second, he came in first. Looking like Claude calling for that smoke. Claude don't want that smoke. Claude, get your 4 people. Let's go to Limestone. How about that, Claude? Claude Jones Jr. You get you 4 people from look, now I'm finna call you out, Claude. Claude Jones Jr. Get you 3 more people. Get you 4 of y'all. Let's set up a date with the Houston 4. Let's get on Limestone and let's get it on. What you think about that, Claude? Bring y'all minnows. Bring whatever. Just don't bring 4 crappie. And we can get it on. We looking for that smoke, Claude. Lamar, you heard the call out. Let's see what Claude gonna say. Is he gonna do like the DFW? I was just kidding. Never mind. Okay, I thought you might have a new color that would pay off. I'm not playing with you. Look, Vince, man, you be tripping. Black Rain, Florida checking in, man. I appreciate it. What's going on, brother? Slab Doc, I am too. But since SK smoked Ken, he wanted nothing to do. Look, I think they got something to do with it too. I really think they got something to do with it when they had that one YouTube tournament and SK put a whooping on them boys bad. That just, I think what it was, he would probably fish against us if it was just me and Lamar and two more people, not knowing like, hey, we can get down too. But when the SK got through in the mix, that just, it was a wrap. He was like, nope, not gonna do it. Claude Johnson, I'm a bank fisherman and I keep a campfire smoking. You're gonna have to fish all night if you want to fish against us. You're gonna have to fish all night. You're gonna need all that camp smoke. Cause we got the smoke. We definitely got the smoke. Great name. Huge thanks for what you are doing and what you did. Man, so appreciate it, deal. And I honestly can't wait till we get on this lake this weekend, man. I really can. I already see we're gonna have a great time. SK Crappie, you be smirking. Yeah, I'm telling you. Boy, SK had that smirk coming up to that weigh-in. I'm like, damn, I know I done thought I had beat him. And when I just said it, like, well, how much you got, 11, 12 pounds? I'm like, who told you? Blue Kid told you? And I was like, didn't nobody tell me. I just was talking noise, thinking I had beat this man. Cloud, you heard from the bank. I get the play card, the placards. I get the placards out and start selling tickets. Hey, man, we ready. This is encouraging. I backed down a couple months ago from fishing this crew, but it was they home lake. They catch 3.5 pounds live in brilliant air. I told them new lake, please. I'm originally from Mississippi, but I stayed down here in Houston, right outside of Houston, Texas. So that's what it is. It's 4 of us Houston guys that called out 4 DFW guys. And DFW just done womp, 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 womp. We can't find 4 DFW guys that want to fish against Houston guys. I don't know why. DFW needs another spokesman. Somebody that ain't scared. That's what I say. Somebody that ain't scared. And I know he gonna see this video. I know y'all gonna tell him. Look, we ain't scared. We want the smoke. Lake Limestone. Whenever y'all ready. VHF said Mercury versus Everroot versus Yamaha versus Honda. Well, I can only speak on what I've had on my last 2 boats. Both my last 2 boats have been Everroots. I really feel like Everroot, Johnson are the best, or Johnson, Everroot, however you want to say it, are the best motors, durable motors out there. I don't want to jinx myself if something happened to my motor, then I'm gonna be sick. But I really feel like the Everroots or the Johnson. Y'all seen them new Everroots? Oh my God, they are beautiful. Can't afford one of them, but I stick to my 1988 50 horse SPL Everroot. I love it. Crappie Head TV don't want it either. I guess he don't. I ain't heard a word, a mumbling word from nobody. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna show y'all how real I am. A lot of people claim to be real and they ain't real. I'm gonna tell y'all how real I am. And my boy, they look, they'll say, yep. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Last week, there was a few people hit me up an email like, man, when y'all gonna do this? What I did, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I got my phone. I started a text chat with me, SK, LBG, Lamar, and one more person. It's just us 5 in this text chat. And it read, hey, so-and-so, here go the other folk, here go us 4 guys in Houston. We all in this text chat. We trying to put it together. When y'all want to do this? I'm still waiting for my text back, and that was last week. And that's the honest truth. And I'm going to leave it at that. That should tell you enough right there. Black Rain said, you got the advantage. You tie Jigs. They got live scope. I don't have live scope. I think that's an advantage. So, I mean, what do you think? Like, because I tie Jigs? No, that's not an advantage. Tying jigs, you can buy jigs. You can use plastics, hand ties, minnows, whatever. So I don't think by me tying, because SK, he tie jigs, but he also uses plastics too. So, I mean, I don't think tying jigs is an advantage. I definitely don't. I don't think it's no, that's why we wanted to do a competition at a lake, a neutral lake that nobody has been on, nobody has scouted, and it don't matter, because I've been times to where Go to Lake Summer. I wish I was here in Texas. I would take you to Lake Somerville, and I'll give you every hand tie in my box. And I'm gonna fish with one plastic the whole day. I'm gonna fish with one color plastic, and Lamar know that color of that plastic I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use one plastic, and I guarantee you I'll out fishing. And I'll give you my whole tackle box. And if you out fish me, you can have every hand tie up in there. You can take the case too. So I don't think hand ties is an advantage. I honestly don't. On a new lake, how you back down? That's what I'm saying. It's a new lake. We don't know nothing about it. Like we're in Berkeley, California. He does. You disappeared for a minute. You might have limestone marked up. No. I have never looked. I can put my right hand to God. I have never been to Lake Limestone ever in my life. Never have been there. He said, tie jigs, they look awesome. And catch you crappie. Yeah, now I will say that. I feel that hand ties do catch big crappie, but if you go on YouTube, you see a lot of guys catch huge crappie on minnows, on plastics. I just like hand ties because they're so much less maintenance than anything else. With a jig, sometimes you got to slide it back up. A plastic, you got to slide it back up when you get a thump. Or after about 4, 5, 6 crappie, you got to put a new plastic on. With minnows, once the minnow dies, you less likely to get a bite than with a live minnow. But with a hand tie, you just put your crappie nibble on there or some spray on it, some slab spray, and go fishing. Speaking of slab spray, I got I ordered some new sauce that came in. If y'all are looking for a good scent spray, I've said this before, but this is actually the bottle just came in. I ordered them new. I thought I had lost my other bottle order, but it was in another compartment in my boat, so I found this, and now I got 2 bottles of this in my boat. This is the best thing going, in my opinion. This is what I use faithfully. It is called Slab Slobber. I do not know the guy. I seen people on Crappie Fishing Foods on Facebook talking about it years ago, and I just said, well, let me try it. His name, I think his name is Malcolm Slab Slobber. You can go to www.malcolmslabslobber.com. He got a phone and everything. I don't know the guy. What I do know is stuff that works. They have this shad scent. I love the shad scent. They have the shad scent and they have the garlic shad scent. So when I tell you strong, this stuff is strong. You spray it on your clothes, it's going to leave an oil stain on your clothes. It's strong. It's the real deal. I love it. I do not leave home. I told you I thought I lost the shad scent. I thought I lost it. And I ordered another one. Right when I got back to the house, I ordered another one. Then end up last weekend, I opened up one of the compartments on my boat. Like, it was a brand new bottle like this. And there it was. So now I got 2 bottles. So I got 2 bottles of the regular shad scent, and I have a bottle of the garlic shad scent. So the garlic shad scent got a blue label on it. This has the white label. The garlic shad scent has the blue label. But when I'm talking about some stuff that really works, real deal stuff, check out this stuff. And then look how big the bottle is. You get this for like $10, $12. No more than $12. I think it's like $10. So for the cheap, you get a big bottle. Like, this is not no little bite size. Like, this is a big bottle. This stuff will last you. It don't last me probably about 3 months for a bottle like this, because I be spraying. And you really probably don't have to do all of that. But I be soaking that jig. But what I'm going to tell you how strong this stuff is. When I do it, I hold it out over the water and make sure I see which way the wind blowing, because I don't want it to blow back on me, because I'm going to smell it for the whole day. This stuff is strong. To me, I think it's the best scent spray out there. I love it. It's the only scent spray I use. Besides crappie nibbles, this is the only other attractant that I use. I use crappie nibbles. Berkeley, I only use one kind too. I'm going to tell y'all something too about them crappie nibbles. They got other people that make crappie nibbles. Get the power bait. Just so crazy that I'm talking about it, because I just went and bought me another jar. Whenever I go to Bass Pro, I buy me another jar. Get you the Berkeley power bait, the real deal stuff. This white color, I used to use the shark color all the time. I seen SK, I was using this white color. Now for about a year, this is the only color I buy. Glow white power bait. This is a whole nother scent than them other nibbles they have. I've seen different other people make them, but they ain't the same. Get the Berkeley power bait nibbles. I do not leave home without this either. And I'm gonna tell y'all, to be honest, I put me a nibble on there. When the bite slow down, I put the nibble on it, then I shoot it with some spray. So I got this and this. Some people might call it overkill. Maybe. It definitely worked. If you've been on the boat with me, like, you'll know. Like, dang, this man put a crappie nib on and put some spray on. Next thing I know, thump, 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 thump. So whatever works, man. Whatever works. Want me to tell you that plastic? I know that color too. Sickle hooks or regular hooks. I'm a sickle hook guy. I mean, it's nothing wrong with Aberdeen's. I didn't use Aberdeen hooks too. But I love sickle hooks. And I've heard people talk bad about sickle hooks saying that they break. Maybe the person you're getting the jig or getting the hooks from maybe got a bad batch of hooks or something. But I love sickle hooks. They don't do wrong for me. I love them. Okay, Black Rain said, you from Daytona Beach. Do you think the scent good for long line troll? I do. I think this scent is good. If you're crappie fishing, I don't know what he did to make this shad scent, but this is some strong, and it smells. I ain't gonna say taste because I don't want to taste it. It smells exactly like shad. I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna hate I did. Ooh, can y'all smell it? Ooh, I don't want to waste it. If I waste it, it's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna be spraying Febreze everywhere. Let me put the top on it. This is some strong, good, oily. It ain't water. This is oil. Good oil shad scent. Malcolm Slab Slobber. Like I said, this is a big bottle. This is not no little, some people sold a little bite size. This is a big bottle. You see this? That's a big bottle. I don't think it says how many ounces this bottle is, but this is a big, long bottle. For like 10, 11 bucks. You can't beat it. Like I said, I got 2 shads and 1 garlic shad. But it's some good stuff. But I've been up for 2 hours, y'all. I got to go to Galveston in the morning. I got some work to do in Galveston in the morning. So I'm going to go take me a shower and give me some sleep. But I will be back on next week. Hopefully, if Dion is cool with it, we're going to shoot us a video this week on the guide service. We're going to shoot us a video. Hopefully, it'll be out soon. Stay on the lookout for whenever I go live. I might do some giveaways. The people that won the giveaways last week, I've already sent them off today. Sent your jigs off today, so you will have them soon. Camo Joe, like I said, I sent yours off last week. Hope y'all having a blessed y'all have a blessed week, man. Blessed week. Man, y'all be cool, man. Y'all be cool out there. Let y'all boys know at DFW that they scared and we wanted to smoke, but they don't got no more smoke left. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. It's your boy, Skinny Kenny, and the Houston boys with all the smoke. I'm out.